welcome to Tuesday's hottest show.
That's cool.
NXT promises to be the most unpredictable hour of television every single week.
What a move by Gabriel!
That's what it's all about, is becoming the next breakout star.
Meet the new success story in the WWE, Wade Barrett.
Darren Young looking to make an impact here against David Otunga.
Referee's view is obstructed. Otunga tripped up by CM Punk. And Darren Young picks up his initial NXT victory. Otunga shoving his pro, R-Truth.
You think you gonna come on NXT and get a name off of me? It don't work like that around here.
Eight NXT rookies, 8 WWE pros, 1 dream.
Will be the WWE's next breakout star. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to cable television's hottest new show. This is WWE NXT, where 8 rookies are vying to be the next WWE superstar.
Speaking of superstars,
Y'all know what time it is. Let's crank it up. Here we go. People over there, what's up? You feel me? Stand up and say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You can get with this, or you can get with that. You better get with this, God. Where's that? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, WWE Universe? I'm Michael Cole alongside Josh Matthews, kicking things off with R-Truth and his rookie, David A-List Otunga.
now we're starting to learn the personalities and the attitudes of these 8 NXT rookies. The competition right now is wide open. And with that said, let's send things over to the host of NXT, Matt Striker.
Hello everybody and welcome to week number 3 of the NXT competition. 8 NXT rookies are paired with 8 WWE pros. These rookies are not only competing against each other, they're also vying for a vote from the pros based on their growth and success in the coming weeks. There is one catch. A pro cannot vote for his own rookie. What kind of wrench is that going to throw into things? Some of these young men will go on to become the next breakout stars in the WWE, and others, sadly, may never be heard from again. The NXT competition rolls on right now.
Seattle, Washington! What's up? Awesome! I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. I came to say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. I came to play and get my dues paid.
Daniel Bryan is brewing with confidence here. He's in his home state of Washington here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, The Miz will defend the Unified Tag Team titles along with the big show against R-Truth and John Morrison in 19 days at WrestleMania. Last night on Raw, supposed to be a non-title matchup. R-Truth and John Morrison really didn't even let things get underway. They were upset that Miz questioned their credibility as a tag team.
The bottom line is that John Morrison and R-Truth were looking to send a message to the Unified Tag Team Champions that WrestleMania will not be a cakewalk. The champs better be ready for WrestleMania in just 19 days.
Yeah. Bottom line, Morrison and R-Truth are heading to WrestleMania as the #1 contenders for the tag team titles.
Before this match, I have a little pep talk for you. Right now, on NXT, you are 0-2. You haven't proved anything to me, you haven't proved anything to the WWE Universe, and you certainly haven't proved anything to the NXT pros. Now, as you saw last night on Monday Night Raw, I was jumped. So this match tonight is very important. If you let me down, if you are the weak link in this match, if you are pinned in this match tonight, I will personally make sure that you never achieve your goal of becoming a WWE superstar. And I will have you thrown off of NXT. Get it? Got it? Good.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, huge pressure on that young man, Daniel Bryan, here tonight. The biggest pressure of his young career. So let's get this straight. Miz says that if Bryan gets pinned in this matchup, he's going to get thrown off NXT and will not achieve his goal of becoming a superstar.
I disagree with The Miz, saying that Daniel Bryan hasn't proven anything since we started NXT. Remember, Daniel Bryan's first match, Cole, was against the World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho in a very competitive match.
But he lost, and he also lost to Wade Barrett last week, so he's 0-2 on NXT. The other thing is, Miz has tremendous influence on the other pros in this competition, who, remember, are going to make the decision along with the WWE Universe about who's going to win this competition.
Of course.
Ooh. And there's R-Truth as he goes to work on the rookie, Daniel Bryan. Remember, R-Truth and Otunga have had their problems as Truth goes into the cover, hook to the leg, and a kick out as he saw at the top of the...
I talked to R-Truth, though, earlier, and Otunga and Truth, they've mended the fences. They talked this week, and they are on the same page right now.
Well, maybe. We'll have to see as they go for the double team early on. Nice double shoulder block. Otunga quickly into the cover, hooks the leg on Bryan, and a kick out. Otunga 6 foot tall, 240 pounds from Chicago.
And on display right here is the double team effort of rookie Otunga and pro R-Truth.
Truth back in off the tag. Otunga, in many of his Twitter posts this past week, said they should rename NXT the David Otunga Show.
I saw that. I like that. I like David Otunga's attitude.
Said, Google me, you'll learn all about me, as Bryan misses wildly. And here's R-Truth, the veteran from Charlotte, North Carolina. Ooh, and a clothesline. Bryan quickly back to his feet again. Knocked up over the top rope, and Bryan is struggling early, and there goes the Miz.
And working as a cohesive unit are Truth.
Truth and Otunga are rolling. Can Miz and Bryan get back in it? Remember, Bryan's career is on the line live on NXT. We are back live on NXT. Rookie Daniel Bryan has his opponent R-Truth in a bit of trouble here. It's Bryan and his mentor, The Miz, against R-Truth and his rookie, Daniel Otunga.
Well, this is what took place during the break. And here The Miz shouting instructions, shouting at Daniel Bryan. The Miz did take over, though, Cole.
And Miz upholding his end of the bargain that time. Remember what happened is when this matchup started, ladies and gentlemen, The Miz told his rookie Daniel Bryan, here's the deal. You get pinned here tonight, you are not going to achieve your goal. You will be thrown off NXT. You are going home. And it's been a personality clash between these two, The Miz and Daniel Bryan, since day one. They really got off to a rocky start.
No question about it. The Miz question whether or not Daniel Bryan had any respect for any of the WWE pros, especially The Miz, who demands respect.
And there it is again. Bryan said, I did my job. Miz, you do yours now. And Miz goes to work on R-Truth. Front face lock now by The Miz. You see David Otunga looking on. He is R-Truth's rookie. Would love to get into this matchup, but Miz and Bryan have done a good job isolating R-Truth.
The NXT rookies feel so much pressure every time they're competing in a match, but how much pressure is Daniel Bryan feeling here tonight, knowing that if he's pinned, The Miz is going to have him thrown off NXT?
Well, I'll tell you, Daniel Bryan's story has been well documented. 10 years he's been trying to get to the WWE. He has that opportunity. R-Truth, though, looking to put Miz away, and a kick out at 2. And Miz quickly back on the attack with the clothesline. Miz, the current United States champion, one half of the Unified Tag Team Champions. Remember, R-Truth, one of the men he and the Big Show will face at WrestleMania in 19 nights. It all started in week 1 of NXT when Miz questioned Daniel Bryan's so-called experience. Oh, and he said Bryan had the personality of an eraser. As Miz gets tied up in the second rope, and this could be the opening that R-Truth needs.
David Otunga can't wait to get involved in this match. You can see Otunga reaching.
And look at Miz again trying to keep Truth away from making that tag. Truth battling. And gets there.
Here we go.
Here comes David Otunga. And Otunga fired up with the clotheslines to The Miz. And The Miz is in trouble.
Ooh. Otunga's made quite the impact here on NXT.
Well, he's not shy, that's for sure. Oh, what a slam! Otunga cover! And Daniel Bryan saving the matchup momentarily for his team.
You can see that Daniel Bryan's a team player.
Well, Miz has been anything but thus far. Otunga caught up, and Bryan just tagged his way in. Miz shocked at that. But here's Bryan with that missile drop kick from the top rope. And remember the rib injury at the hands of Jericho two weeks ago. Bryan, who's well-versed in mixed martial arts, fired up here tonight. Considers himself somewhat of a submission specialist. Look at up over the top.
Got him.
Otunga in trouble, realizing that, trying to make it to the ropes, and Bryan.
Heel hook.
Again, he says snap or tap.
This is a submission hold. Daniel Bryan with that heel hook locked in on David Otunga.
That's Bryan's motto, snap or tap. What will Otunga do? Remember, David Otunga has so much riding on the line in this matchup. He can ill afford to lose to a rookie Bryan. Look at how Bryan is bringing Otunga back to
You
his
see,
corner.
the Miz tagged the head of Bryan. Otunga looked like he was going to tap out.
And now teammates are going at it. And R-Truth, referee's vision obstructed. R-Truth, the veteran, took advantage. Otunga, the cover. He did it. Miz has been pinned by the rookie Otunga.
Here are your winners, David Otunga and R-Truth.
Well, the fact of the matter is, Daniel Bryan may have had this match won. Daniel Bryan had Otunga hooked, locked in the middle of the ring, and The Miz tagged himself in.
Well, I do agree with you there. Otunga may have been close to tapping out. Miz tagged himself, and a little brawl ensued between the teammates, and it caught The Miz. And this personality clash between Bryan and The Miz continues to simmer on NXT.
This is how everything got started. Daniel Bryan, who had tagged himself in previously, had David Otunga hooked. Miz tags himself in. Things broke down between NXT NXT Pro and NXT Rookie.
And then R-Truth, the veteran, took advantage. And Otunga would plant the Miz. The rookie would pin the Pro and pick up the victory.
I'm the one that makes you a star, not any of these guys, not anyone else. You get it? You walk back there. I will have you out of NXT. Go away.
Embarrassment continues for The Miz. Well, Bryan is not the only rookie having recent run-ins with the pros. At the end of NXT last week, it was Heath Slater who was involved in a confrontation with Carlito.
On NXT, you got to be ready for anything. As you can see last week with Carlito, I wasn't ready. He surprised me. Carlito just happened to walk on in and take a big bite of that juicy apple that he also just loves so much. Take a little trip around looking at each one of us and just decided to spit that apple right in the face.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Is that all? You gonna walk away from that's cool?
That's not cool to me at all. And honestly, if I had an apple and he was in front of me, instead of me biting and spitting in his face, I would just chuck it like a fastball 98 miles per hour and hit him right between the eyes with it. That's how mad I am. And honestly, NXT on Tuesday night at 10 o'clock, Carlito should, no, he better watch out because Heath Slater's about to blow his mind.
Heath Slater can say anything he wants, but let's be honest, Slater got his punk card pulled last week, and tonight has an opportunity to get retribution as Slater goes one-on-one with Carlito. It's rookie versus pro, and it's coming up next, live on NXT.
Miz, excuse me, you told Daniel Bryan at the start of this match that if he lost, he would let you down. But it was you that took the loss. Does that translate to the fact that you have in fact let Daniel Bryan down?
I am the United States champion and the unified tag team champion. Tag team means two people. Where's Daniel Bryan at, huh?
Hey, you want to talk about all your accolades, about all your tag team championships? Do you know what? Every single tag team partner that you've ever had has carried you.
Okay. Carried me? That's why we all been champions?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm the pro. I am the talent of every tag team I've ever been in.
Hey. If you're so talented, then how come you're the one who lost tonight? Think about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the situation. I don't know if this relationship can be repaired between Miz and Daniel Bryan, but for Daniel Bryan, I commend him standing up to his pro. Sure. But he better take a step back because his season, his career rides on his relationship with The Miz. Remember, the pros are the ones who are going to make the decision, along with the WWE Universe, about who gets a contract.
Well, there's not animosity between every NXT pro and NXT rookie, as is the case with Matt Hardy and his rookie, Justin Gabriel. With that said, let's take an in-depth look at Justin Gabriel.
My name is Justin Gabriel, and I'm from Cape Town, South Africa.
People sometimes call me the poster boy. Not sure why. Maybe because I smile a lot. My father was a wrestler in Africa and Europe, mainly. So I kind of grew up in this entertainment industry. I've trained in all kinds of contact sports. I've played rugby, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, karate. All of that is going to help me in the ring.
How you like that?
My in-ring style is kind of like a hybrid between British styles, which is more mat-based, and a Japanese style, which is all about striking and power moves. It's kind of like a combination between that. I can't see myself like failing at this. I can't see myself going back. This is all I've ever wanted to do. For me, being the first ever South African in the position that I am, to me, that's my inspiration. And hopefully I can go forth and win this thing. And I can visualize myself. I can see myself on Raw already. So I'll do anything it takes.
How you like that?
Are you ready?
Oh, man.
For the second week straight, you're in the main event. Do the exact same thing you did last week. Last week you were great, man. You're in the record books of WWE history forever. You're the first WWE rookie to defeat a WWE pro, and that pro was William Regal. He's been wrestling for 25 years, and you beat him with a gorgeous, breathtaking 450-degree splash.
What can I say, Matt? I have a great sensei. But let me ask you this. If you were me last week, would you have done anything differently?
No, you followed my plan to perfection. Do the same thing tonight. Wade Barrett, another big guy who's strong, stick and move. Speak of the devil.
Justin Gabriel. Last week you did pretty good.
Thank you.
But not good enough for this week. Because Wade Barrett is my protege. And look at the size of him. You better be on top of your game tonight, Justin. Because I am the best in the world at what I do. And this is my protege right here. So put 2 and 2 together, right?
With all due respect, sir, I respect you, but I'm not intimidated by you.
Wade, why don't you tell him what's going to happen to him tonight?
Let me just explain to you. Last week was my debut on NXT. I destroyed Daniel Bryan, the fans' favorite, in under 3 minutes. You're not even the fans' favorite yet. What do you think's going to happen to you tonight?
I guess we'll just have to see in the ring, won't we?
Hey, Wade, Chris, my guy is going to beat your guy. Do you understand what I'm saying to you right now?
Good luck.
See you guys out there.
I absolutely love this show. Not only you got the rivalries, the old rivalries between the pros, you got these new ones developing between the rookies.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Pardo, West Virginia, weighing 245 pounds, Heath Slater.
Well, here's another rookie and pro, Josh, who really get along.
Oh, no question about it. Heath Slater. Christian told me earlier, Heath sort of reminds Christian of himself when he was first starting here in the WWE.
Ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania 26 is presented by Slim Jim. Text BATTLE to 53016 to get in on the Slim Jim Showdown and compete to win cool prizes now. And who knows, maybe one day a rookie like Heath Slater will be a part of WrestleMania.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
And from the Caribbean, weighing 220 pounds, Carlito.
I cannot wait to hear what Carlito has to say about Heath Slater.
Heath Slater. Did I get it right? Is the name Heath Slater? I heard what you had to say about what I did to you last week. You should actually be honored that I spat in your face. Do you know how many actual WWE superstars' faces I've spat in? So instead, what you should do is ask me, no, better yet, you should be begging me to spit in your face again.
Well, Carlito's got a point.
What? What's the point?
Look at the notoriety it got Heath Slater last week for getting an apple spit in his face. He had his own promo segment here tonight.
I don't think that's the notoriety that Slater's after.
Oh, and here we go. NXT Pro versus NXT Rookie, and Slater not going to take it lying down.
Slater was ready that time for the apple spit from Carlito.
And ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, Carlito meets Slater next live on NXT. We are back live on NXT. This is WWE Pro Carlito versus NXT Rookie Heath Slater.
And before the match even started, this was before the commercial break, Carlito using psychological tactics, trying to spit the apple once again in the face of Heath Slater, much like Carlito did last week. Carl, I want to get back to what you said. Did you really say that Heath Slater should be happy that he had apple spit in his face?
Yeah, look at the notoriety it brought.
Yeah. I've had apple spit in my face from Carlito. You go home, you get a phone call from your friends and family. Hey, I saw you on TV. You know how awkward that is to talk about the fact that you got spit in the face with apple?
Well, Carlito, look at his school.
Nice talking to you.
Heath Slater here. Heath Slater is pro outside the ring, Christian, and there you see Michael Tarver, Carlito's rookie, at ringside as well. Now there goes Carlito, who got a little caught up and talking to Christian. And there's Slater. Some of that personality coming out. He calls himself the one-man rock band. He's very charismatic.
I'm all about the one-man rock band getting his retribution on Carlito here tonight.
He admitted in his WWEUniverse.com blog this past week that he got a little bit of trouble as a teenager. His attitude, very rebellious. And he's brought that attitude and rebellious actions here to the WWE and NXT. That being Heath Slater. Says he is who he is. Here's the former United States champion, former Intercontinental champion, Carlito. What do you see in Heath Slater?
See, Heath Slater is a lifelong member of the WWE Universe, someone who really wants to be here, someone who really wants to make it in the WWE.
And Slater firing up with the right hands to Carlito. Same can be said for the other 7 rookies competing here. Oh, Carlito stopping Slater in his tracks. Michael Tarver, one of those 8 rookies we spoke about, competing here on NXT. And look at Carlito into the cover hook of the leg and a kick out.
Take another look right here at the boot from Carlito to Heath Slater. Heath Slater does possess a lot of skill, though, Cole. We've talked to Christian about the things that Heath Slater can do inside the ring. Slater certainly well-versed and is learning a lot from his NXT pro, Christian.
And one of the things Christian said to Slater last week was there's a fine line between confidence and overconfidence. He's trying to rein that in with Slater.
And Heath Slater's loving the lifestyle, loving being right here on NXT, and living the life of a WWE superstar.
Over the top goes Slater, Carlito hanging on. See Christian in the background. So he likes what he's seen out of Slater thus far. Carlito. Talking trash to Christian. You know, Carlito's rookie, the 6'2", 256-pound Michael Tarver, he's an intimidating character as well.
No question about it. You see the 1.9 on the shirt of Michael Tarver. We've seen it throughout this match here. Tarver claims he can knock out any man in 1.9 seconds. You probably last like 0.9 seconds.
Exactly. Single strike knockout. Says you take out the head and the body falls. Carlito and Tarver in action the inaugural week of NXT. They lost a matchup to Slater and Christian. Nice little rivalry developing here. See Tarver playing cheerleader on the other side of the ring. You notice Christian offering some instructions.
Here we go, Slater!
Who moves out of the way, and Carlito gets caught, and this is a big moment here for Heath Slater.
A huge opening for Heath Slater. An opportunity presenting itself to the NXT rookie.
Big clothesline, and here comes Slater, the 230-pounder. Face first goes Carlito. Can he do it? Can the rookie pin the pro? And a kick out at 2. It can happen. It happened last week. Matt Hardy alluded to it. His rookie, Justin Gabriel, pinned William Regal right here last week on NXT in a tag team match. Burying Slater, and that could be the beginning of the end.
Listen to the impact as Heath Slater slammed hard by Carlito.
I'll tell you, Carlito's been smiling a lot in this matchup. You see it there. But he struggled at times in this match with Slater.
Carlito was looking for the apple.
Oh, you think that's funny?
Why do you think
that's funny? You think that's funny?
Well, Carlito telling Christian, watch this. Watch what I'm going to do to your rookie. But perhaps all that playing around, bam, cost him. Got him. He got on a kick out at 2. Carlito better be careful.
Carlito might want to take Heath Slater seriously.
Roll through for Slater. Carlito
Got him!
Did he get him? Did he get him?
He got him!
He got him! What an upset!
Here is your winner, Heath Slater.
And look at the elation, ladies and gentlemen, on the face of the pro Christian. For Christian and Heath Slater, this is a team effort. It's not what you see out of The Miz and Daniel Bryan here. This is a team effort out of these two men. Carlito cannot believe it. He was shot tonight by Heath Slater.
All week long, Slater had to live with the fact that he was embarrassed last week by Carlito. Retribution for Heath Slater.
And Josh, this is the point I was making earlier about Daniel Bryan. He's got to make a choice. Your pro is so instrumental in this process, and you saw Christian here tonight.
As you can see, Carlito attempting to roll up Slater. Slater uses the momentum, and Christian so excited that his NXT rookie defeated a WWE pro in Carlito.
And what Christian has said about Heath Slater is true. He said Slater wants to learn. He wants to learn about this business from me. He's got a good ear, and I'm going to teach him.
Heath Slater on the fast track. Will Slater be the one to win the competition, or will it be another one of our NXT rookies? Let's take a look right now at Darren Young.
This is my dream. This is my chance. This is my destiny. I am Darren Young. When I first found out that I was going to be on WWE's NXT, I was ecstatic. The opportunity that I've gotten is surreal. I've worked so hard to get where I'm at. I'm standing at the door of opportunity, now I have to capitalize on it. I think the WWE Universe is going to find me entertaining, funny, mysterious. I approach the ring with an open attitude, ready to party, just having fun. That's what it's all about. I think there's no better feeling than being under those big bright lights. I'm here to entertain. Some of my favorite superstars watching when I was younger was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Shawn Michaels. They had me believe. I felt their struggle. Just like all the other NXT rookies, they have a dream, but my dream is much deeper. My own resolution to succeed is more important than anything. It's time to go to work. No one is going to stop me from achieving my dream. I am Darren Young, the next WWE superstar.
So obviously, you know, the first week, he didn't have our help, and he lost, which is no surprise to us. The second week, probably surprise to him, he had our help, and he won. Now, I know you guys recognize that pattern, but the question is, does he recognize that pattern?
Honestly, I respect your straight edge lifestyle, but why can't I live my life the way I want to live it? Why can't I be me?
Serena, who's the pro?
You are.
And Luke, who's the rookie? You are. I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink. Okay, ultimately the choice has to be yours. Straight edge can make anybody a winner. Or you can do things your way and you can see how that turns out for you. Let's hit the bricks.
What do you do? Your rookie Darren Young. Well, ladies and gentlemen, up next, live on NXT, high-flying dynamo Justin Gabriel against the dominating ruffian Wade Barrett. It is rookie versus rookie with Matt Hardy and world champion Chris Jericho at ringside. It's live, and it's next. And thanks to Audioslave for Be Yourself. It's one of the official WrestleMania themes off their album Out of Exile. Available now.
And now, the Raw Rebound is brought to you by WWE Mobile. Download Batista's ringtone at m.wwe.com.
John Cena, the name and face of the WWE. Championships, magazine covers. I should be the name and face of the WWE. I'm the biggest star in this company. So I did what I did to prove to all these people that things happen to you. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that I broke your neck. You can't beat me, John. And deep down, you know it.
Mr. McMahon versus John Cena in this handicap gauntlet match.
In your match tonight with Mr. McMahon, do you anticipate Batista getting involved?
Anticipate? I'm counting on it.
First it was Kozlov. Then McIntyre. Swagger. And now, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Oh, no. Oh, my God! Batista! John Cena trying to fire back on Batista. Oh, and a clothesline. And now turns his focus to the boss. Batista! Utter public humiliation at the hands of Mr. McMahon and Batista. Bad things continue to happen to John Cena when he's in the ring with Batista.
We are just 19 nights away from WrestleMania. Tonight we come to you live from Seattle inside the Key Arena. You are looking at the skyline of beautiful Seattle, just 19 nights away, Cole, from WrestleMania.
And the question is, will bad things continue to happen to John Cena when he meets that man, Batista, for the WWE Championship?
The whispers have turned to roars. Is Batista too much for John Cena to handle? Is John Cena doubting himself? Who will leave WrestleMania as the WWE Champion?
Also at WrestleMania, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. The champion is Chris Jericho. The challenger is Edge.
Edge has returned to the WWE and has hit the ground running. Can the 2010 Royal Rumble match winner finish his quest and become the new World Heavyweight Champion?
It is The Undertaker's 17-0 WrestleMania winning streak versus Shawn Michaels' career, and the only way to win is by pinfall or submission.
WrestleMania is made for matches like this. Shawn Michaels is obsessed with ending The Undertaker's undefeated WrestleMania streak. The showstopper's putting his legendary career on the line.
Triple H will take on the first ever Irish-born WWE champion, Sheamus.
Can Sheamus, the 2009 breakout star of the year, take the next step towards immortality and defeat the game on the biggest stage on the biggest night? Or will the game prove why he is the guy in the WWE?
13 years in the making. Bret the Hitman Hart returns to face Mr. McMahon.
This Monday night on Raw, Bret Hart and Mr. McMahon will make it official and sign their WrestleMania contract. And officiating the signing, none other than Raw's guest host, WWE Hall of Famer, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And ladies and gentlemen, the #1 contenders are John Morrison and R-Truth. They meet Big Show and The Miz for the unified tag team titles.
Well, the past 24 hours haven't been great for the champs, and with The Miz getting pinned earlier tonight, momentum is clearly on the side of the challenger.
We are 19 nights away from the grand spectacle that is WrestleMania.
Manchester, England, weighing 260 pounds, Wade Barrett.
Ladies and and gentlemen, Wade Barrett, of course, in this matchup, his pro is the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho. Barrett is oozing with confidence after a victory here on NXT last week. But ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. This coming Friday night on SmackDown, for the first time in nearly 2 years, it is the return of Chris Jericho's highlight reel. Friday night on SmackDown, and his special guest, none other than the man he defends the world title against in WrestleMania, Edge.
Well, coming up next is our main event. Chris Jericho will watch his NXT rookie Wade Barrett go one-on-one with Matt Hardy's rookie Justin Gabriel next.
We are back live here on NXT. Chris Jericho, the world champion, getting set to watch his NXT rookie Wade Barrett in action.
Jericho called Wade Barrett the new success story of the WWE.
It
might very well be.
Weighing 220 pounds, Justin Gabriel.
Well, these two men, Justin Gabriel, his pro Matt Hardy, absolutely love working together. They told me earlier on. Last week, Gabriel became the first rookie to pin a WWE pro in a tag team matchup. That was one William Regal. And what I find interesting about both Gabriel and Barrett, they're two of the rookies here on NXT that are really, well, taking on the image of their pros. Barrett seems to fit Jericho like a glove, as does Gabriel to Hardy.
No question about it. And a lot at stake here as these two rookies set to go one-on-one in our NXT main event.
International flavor in this matchup. Wade Barrett, 6'5", 265 from Manchester, United Kingdom. Justin Gabriel goes 6'1", 215 pounds from Cape Town, South Africa. Here's the cover and a kick out.
Great combination there, landing on the feet. Leg sweep by Justin Gabriel.
And there's the power of the dominant Wade Barrett, who says, quote, "I like to hurt people." Bare knuckle fighter learned his craft on the streets of England. Told me he wears his jacket to the ring, Josh, hanging
Look
on.
at this man! Look at the size of him! Look how he's dismantling Justin Gabriel. You see that? That's my influence. That's my influence.
Doesn't shock me at all.
Oh, that's the influence of Chris Jericho.
And look at Barrett, just wearing down Gabriel. Making a point that he wears his jacket around his shoulders to the ring because he was once taught by a gypsy fighter in England that you can't be wearing a jacket and try to throw punches. It's easy to slip the jacket off.
What's with the flower?
Well, the flower I'll get to in a second.
Oh, great. Can't wait to hear
Barrett
this.
continuing to wear Gabriel down. He says English roses show that he's classy as he goes into the cover and hooks the leg on Gabriel and a kick out. Now listen to this. The white rose he wore in week 1 means I'm sorry because I'm going to win the match. The purple rose from last week, it stands for love. I love my winner's check. The orange rose this week, he said he'll explain to us in his WWE Universe blog this week.
Maybe some conversation between you and Wade Barrett earlier today.
Look at Barrett. Really working on Gabriel as the pro Jericho shouts instructions. Tell you, Gabriel is a dynamo. But Barrett has slowed the dynamo here.
Chris Jericho sees so much in Wade Barrett. Remember, Jericho hand-picked Wade Barrett as the crowd chanting USA.
Gabriel favoring that back that Barrett's worked on throughout the matchup, and there's a big right hand.
I don't understand the USA chant, though.
Here's the cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. Justin Gabriel.
Well, hold on, neither of these guys are from America.
No, I know.
We are in Seattle.
Well, Matt Hardy's from the USA.
Okay.
And look at Gabriel up over the top, caught.
Jericho's Canadian.
Yeah. Well, look at Gabriel, the fight in this young man. Barrett in trouble, shoulders down, Gabriel could have him, and a kick out. Justin Gabriel's actually a second-generation entertainer. His father was known in South Africa as the Pink Panther. Yeah, I swear to God. Oh, and look at Barrett driving the knee to the spine.
Inspector Clouseau there.
Here's the cover, hook of the leg, the smile on Barrett's face. Shocked that Gabriel kicked out.
I'm noticing, though, throughout this match is the quickness of Justin Gabriel and the amount of pin attempts that Gabriel has gone for.
Yeah, but the problem is that the big man Barrett is wearing Gabriel down.
It's on display right here, this huge backbreaker.
Wade Barrett says the one thing he's learned about following the WWE.
He methodically works on that back. He's taking out the back.
I told him.
He's like a machine.
That's my influence. Why don't you just join us on commentary?
Maybe I should.
He was pointing at you.
He was pointing at you. And look at this. Wade Barrett with Gabriel in all kinds of trouble, but Gabriel still trying to fight out of this. One thing that Barrett did say after watching the WWE over the years is that big men dominate. Gabriel trying to prove that is a myth here tonight.
Shawn Michaels may take exception to that.
Well, look at this. Gabriel, there's the 450 from out of nowhere. The 450 splash. Gabriel has won again. He's 2-0 in NXT.
Here is your winner, Justin Gabriel.
That is how explosive, how exciting this young man is.
The goal of these NXT rookies is to have the WWE Universe talk about you tomorrow. And boom!
Well, Chris Jericho. There goes Matt Hardy, and now Jericho looking to prey on Hardy's rookie, Justin Gabriel, codebreaker. Much like Jericho did to Daniel Bryan a couple of weeks ago, he's looking to make an example of this rookie Gabriel here tonight. Well, it appears Jericho has no interest in any rookie except his own Wade Barrett. And look at Jericho. The walls of Jericho. Gabriel's back has been tortured throughout this matchup by Barrett. And Jericho preying on the injured back. The world champion Chris Jericho saying, welcome to the big leagues, Justin Gabriel. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, live from NXT.